Okay, guys, welcome back. I thought I'd just do a preview of this weekend's game versus the Dogs. It's at Marvel. Hopefully we can, build on last week and I know the Dogs are in very good form and, they had a good win last week over Adelaide. So they're in very good form coming into this game. It's very, it's obviously they're, they got, they've got some injuries here by the looks of it. We'll go into the teams in a minute. But they're coming off a very good win against Adelaide. Even though Adelaide are down the bottom of the ladder like us, Adelaide are a lot far ahead in their rebuild than what we are. Hopefully the boys can get up this weekend and get another win. So we'll go to the teams now. And we got some, especially for the Dogs. So the Dogs here, they got no Tim English, no Garcia, no Nick Caulfield, and Caleb Poulter's been dropped as well. They've bring Jack McRae back in, and he's good handy midfielder. But there's some big ones out for us. Dylan Stevens is good in. Zach Fisher's back in. The Warlord, he's back in this weekend, which is good for him. And Kelly Dawson, he's out. He's back in again. But the big out for us is She's. She's out injured. I think he rolled his ankle last weekend. I think, from memory, it might be ankle. Someone might be able to correct me in the comments, but it might be ankle. Zane Dersma, obviously young, can't play every week. Will Phil is being omitted again. I just feel for Will at the moment. Hasn't been able to get a consistent run. He may have played his last game a few weeks ago when he last played for us. I just don't think that he's going to be able to get back in again. A guy like him should not be playing VFL, but unfortunately, he's going to be in the VFL unless he gets put in as the sub. But I don't think he's going to be the sub. And Toby Pink has been dropped again. Hopefully, we're going to have a good game this weekend, but let's go and look at the teams. So if we're looking at the followers here, they have named Sam Darcy as the starting ruck. So I think X is going to have a field day with him. The thing is I think that the Dogs know that X is going to have his way with him. And X is just pretty much going to throw him around like he's nothing. X is old school style, and he will body the absolute living life out of the poor kid. So I have a feeling Lob will probably chop in every now and again. We'll have to compete with Norton in the forward line as the ruck. But when especially in the middle, we have to really be on it. To try and win that midfield battle. It's a big test for us this weekend in the midfield. The Dogs have got a very good midfield. You rate it pretty well. They got Trelaw, they got Bont, they got Libba, they got, a lot of good guys that can run through there. Cody Waitman occasionally runs through there. Phillips, Ed Richards runs through there occasionally. So, they got some good, handy midfielders running through there. Jack McRae's obviously come back in this week. Very handy midfielder. Not being played often this year, though. So this may be his so-called last game for the Dogs. He may want to, look to move on at the end of the year. But we have to hunt the ball. Old school style. We had to come out old school style. be physical early. Get in there, sort of get in their faces a little bit. It's not our style to get in their faces, but we sort of have to, get after it and right from the start, show our intent that we can really, are coming after them. I don't like the fact that it says here that Darcy Tucker is going to play on Aaron Norton. If Darcy Tucker is playing on Aaron Norton is going to kick 6. Tucker is not exactly the best defender. I would expect him to go to McNeil and Jackson to come over onto Norton. Even though Jacko is very small, I think Jacko can handle Aaron Norton. It's in the air, not on the ground though. Physically one-on-one, Darcy would be better. But I think we need. Well, I know that Clarko hinted on. Was on Fox on the couch that he wants another key forward, like another big forward. But we need another. We need to draft another key back. We haven't drafted a big, tall defender for a while now. I don't know who the best defender is in this draft. Probably might have to wait till next year, but we do need to go and get ourselves a key position back after losing Mackay. But I mean, you look at what he's doing at Essendon now. I mean, you can see why we got rid of him. He's an absolute liability, and he was a liability when he was playing first as well. But they've got a reasonably small back line. Again, Liam Jones is obviously does a good job. He's a good backman. And actually playing in here, it looks like they've got a Bailey Daniel off the half-back flank, which is where he prefers to play. Bailey Daniel off the half-back flank. Hopefully he plays Caleb Daniels off the half-back flank. He hasn't played Caleb off the half-back flank. But I want to see how Georgie goes. His first game back after concussion. I am for him wearing a helmet. He's had a couple of concussions. I remember there was a few years ago when they made after Trent. I remember Trent Conchin he wore a helmet for 3 games or something after he had a concussion, and I think that if he does get concussed again, I think that they need to seriously sit George down and say, George, if you want to keep playing AFL, you got to put the helmet on. And I wouldn't mind him putting the helmet on. Who cares how you look? It's all about how you play. Little Stu Hart played for the Brisbane Lions. He won an Norm Smith and he wore a helmet his whole career. You look at who else is there? Bayshaw, Angus Bayshaw, even though he's retired from concussions, he wore a helmet his entire career. Caleb Daniel, obviously, he wears a helmet. X wearing a helmet now. So I don't mind. I wouldn't mind him seeing him in the helmet. But it's up to him if he wants to put it on. I think we should, during the off season, say to him, look, go and put a helmet on, see how you go, see whether you like it or not. But hopefully he can have a good game. I don't know who our sub is going to be. I think it might be Hanson Jr. maybe. Although it might be George. George may come in as the sub, and we may only play him for a quarter or 2 or whatever, which I wouldn't mind. But I think we need him in the midfield. I would have really liked to see Will play today in this weekend. I think we really need that tagger in this game. I think you could have sent him to Bont and probably might be able to stop his influence. But I don't think Clarko wants to go that way, wants to go that negative route. But if we do lose, I don't want it to be belting. Like, if we lose by, 3 goals, so be it. But as long as we're competitive, but I would like to see us get a win this weekend. I think it's a winnable game for us. I think we can win it if we play the way we want it. If we can play the game on our terms, I think we can walk away with 4 points. So, we're capable on our day, and it's probably going to be under the roof. And I would really hope that we can, if we can play the game on our terms, we could definitely get across the line. So we got Dirty Stevens out in the wing. Steve-O's, hopefully Steve-O can turn into a good 2-0 runner for us, but he hasn't had a real crack at it this year. I see a lot of people complaining about him, how he's not good enough and this and that. It's his first year in a new team, in a new system. He takes time to learn a new system, and he'll get there. He hasn't played very many games. I don't know how many games he has played, actually. How many games has he played? He's played 57 games. So he's pretty good. He's a reckless boy from my hometown. But yeah, he's as long as he can get enough of the ball, and we can get that overlap run, and he can use his pace and his speed and stuff. The thing here, he hasn't kicked very many goals. So that's another thing. I would like to see him get some goals, but he's it's not about him kicking goals. He's on the wing, so it's not, obviously it's about kicking goals, but that position is just about getting up and back and having that ability to have impact, and the two-way running is the ability to just to keep running and receive again, like get the ball on the half-back flank, kick it, get someone else to mark it, then gut run through, past the man that you just kicked it to, and try and end up back on the other end of it. Again, so he might kick someone else, but then he needs to gut run and get himself back into the forward half so he can try and get back on it again. The wing is where we need to really try and expose them. I think the guy he's playing on he's only played 10 games, and obviously they got Bailey Williams on the other side. He's got a lot more experience, but it's got his 100th game this weekend too, which is good for him. But we really got to try and try and expose them on the wings if we can, especially on the left hand side, on Dylan's side. If we can just get Dylan to expose him and try and exploit that side, that might work for us. But yeah, it's just we just need a four-quarter effort. We play good for 20 minutes here and there and stuff, and these boys have been out for a while now. We need to start, getting it together now. Hopefully we can get a good. We had a good patch since the bye. We should have beaten Collingwood. There's a lot of games we should have won last weekend. It's that last 5 minutes in quarters where we switch off, and really we should switch on. So hopefully they've gone to the vision this week and said, look, this is what's happening. Last 5 minutes of the quarter is the most important time of the game. Last 5 minutes. We cannot allow any goals in the last 5 minutes. You look at what we did last weekend against West Coast, and we were up 35 points, and in the last 5 minutes, we conceded 5 goals and we lost the game. So we can't switch off. If they kick 2 goals in red time, the runner needs to. I know they're only allowed to send the runner out 3 times, but they need to get a message from the bench after if they kick 2 goals in red time to say, yelling at someone, say, oi, tell them boys they cannot get this centre clearance. Tighten it up. Don't allow a centre clearance. So hopefully they've gone to work on that this week, and we'll see how we go. Unfortunately, I haven't tipped us to win this game. My tipping, I'm going for many as I can, but I don't like to tip against my own mob. I tipped us last week and we lost, so I think if I tip against us and we win, I'll take the L in my tipping. But yeah, hopefully we can have a good game, and really need to take advantage of some of these sort of favourable matchups that we've got. We've got some pretty favourable matchups, especially in the middle with Sam Darcy and X. X is just going to kill him. So X is just going to run all over him. No, X probably outweighs the kid. There's just nothing of Sam Darcy, unfortunately. They got to get that kid in the weight room. But hopefully we can have a good game and come out with 4 points. So if someone can let me know what the interview was with Will, with Shees, it'd be nice. I think it is his ankle from memory. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And I'll see you after the game. Bye for now.